What we're going to do next is save this scene properly so that I can open the scene and take a look at it, make sure everything's in there that needs to for credit for the class, but also so that you'll be able to open the scene anytime that you want to. Our lighting is installed at this point. Everything's in here: camera, lighting, environment, shadow settings, masked objects, the regular objects, textures, everything. At this point, you need to make sure that all the textures for the entire scene are in one folder. And the way that we do that is we can do it two ways. I'll show you both ways. One is the resource collector and one is to archive it. The first thing I'm going to do is archive this. I need to glance real quick and make sure. 1059. Okay. Make sure we've got the right number. I'm going to go to File, Archive, which is right here. And then I need to go to the folder I want to archive this to. In my case, I'm going to make a new folder. That's the name of the module. And we're going to call this 1059_archive. It's going to put everything into a zip file for this particular scene. So I'm going to hit Save. And Max is going to gather all of the material that I need to open this scene and archive it. I'm going to hit Yes. And we're adding to the archive. Here's all the parts that it's archiving right now. So it's finding all of these different maps. And what it's made is an archive. And I'm going to hop over here and take a look at what we just did. Here's my archive. You'll need WinZip or something similar to open this. Most new Windows versions should do fine. And everything in here is what I need to open this scene. I also have a text document here that's included that will give me the position or the location of everything used in that scene. And you'll see some of them are in the basic Max folder and some of them will be in different spots. Archiving is the perfect way to go if you don't have all your pieces in one folder already, which you should, but you may not, and that's the way to go. In your archive, you'll get one Max file, and that is this Max file right here that you can open. Now, in order to open this archive, you'll have to take all of these scenes and you'll need to export them out to a folder like this one. So I could drag these over to this folder and it would open from that folder. I'm not going to do that because that'll mess up the next thing I'm going to do, but I could do that. Okay, the next thing we want to do is the other way of saving it. And you're probably more used to this from the class. I'm going to go to Utilities, Resource Collector. You may need to hit More and find it over here. I happen to have a button for it. Hit Browse and tell it which folder you'd like it to save to. In my case, I'm going to save it to that same folder I just made. This folder. Hit Use Path. I'm going to include the Max file and check Collect Bitmaps. And then I'm going to hit Begin. And Max may not even take any time. It depends. In my case, I have a lot of stuff for it to find. So it's going to dig up all that stuff I need for my scene. It may finish really quickly. Sometimes it doesn't even look like it's doing something. And now we'll go to our folder. And here's everything that I need for my scene. There's masks in here. There's different types of textures. You can see there's GIFs, Targas, TIFFs. Everything that I need to open my scene should come over. Archive works almost all of the time. In fact, I've never had a problem with Archive. The Resource Collector works about 95% of the time. Some different types of file formats seem to get left behind, and sometimes it just doesn't seem to go and find a file format sometimes and leaves something out of this list. So make sure you open this file from this folder. Just drag it over, open it, and you should have everything that you need for your file to open. If you get any errors saying that you're missing something, then you may want to try and do it the other way of saving from what you did and see if you get a better result. At that point, you would send me everything in this file. Find it here. So everything you just saved, in my case, that would be either all of this or this. I'd much rather have the archived version because it's easier to get by email. And you'll get that to me. Now, if it's too big, like this is 7 megs, that's going to be difficult to get to me. If it's small, so under 2 megs, you could certainly email it to me and it's not a problem. If your archived version is over 2 megs, it may be difficult to get to me, and a lot of them are going to be. So what you're going to need to do is render your scene, and I think we cover rendering in the next video. Yep. We cover rendering in the next video, and that'll be the final step here in saving it. So you may just end up sending me a render, but you'll certainly want to back everything up that you have for your